What's going on, everybody? My name is Justin Gaming. So there are only a few more weeks before Sony holds their conference at Paris Games Week, and this is obviously quite interesting because last year they didn't have an event like this. Last year they only had two events. They attended E3 and they had their own PlayStation experience at the end of the year. And what's cool about this year is that there's going to be three events. Obviously, we already had E3 in June. We're going to have PlayStation experience again in December. But what's different this year is that we're going to be also having Sony attending Paris Games Week. They're going to be hosting their own conference, and that is taking place on October 30th. And so yeah, that's only a few weeks from now. So basically what I wanted to do was give you a few predictions of mine, since the conference is only a few weeks away. Now, what's interesting about this is because some of you might know, Sony obviously had their E3 conference this year, and one of the biggest stories from the conference was that many people thought they held back from a lot of their showings. We saw a lot of games that they're currently working on. We saw God of War, Days Gone, Detroit. But then there were also tons of other stuff that they didn't show. We were expecting The Last of Us Part 2. We were expecting some new announcements like Sucker Punch's new game. And we expected From Software's new game, potentially Bloodborne 2 or the new Phantom Whale IP or whatever the people are calling it. But yeah, it led many people to believe that they held stuff back so that they could show off new games and new footage of everything they're currently working on at a later point in the year. So they're like, all right, so they're holding back from E3. Maybe they'll show more stuff at PlayStation Experience, or maybe have another conference. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're doing their own conference at Paris Games Week. So yeah, it's led many people to believe that this conference is going to be absolutely amazing. Now, I don't want to take anything away from it, but personally, I just don't think that it's going to be at the same level of E3. I think they'll definitely still show off some cool games and announcements that we'll all enjoy. I just don't think that the scale of it won't be anything close to E3, and I don't think they'll have like major announcements that'll blow us all away. So yeah, I'm going to do my 5 predictions, and yeah, I'd say let's just get started. So the first one I wrote down was Horizon Zero Dawn Frozen Wilds new footage. And Horizon Zero Dawn Frozen Wilds is, of course, the DLC for Horizon Zero Dawn that got announced at E3 2017. And yeah, it's coming out in November, so next month. I think it's coming out on like November 7th or something like that. I believe I'm not sure the exact release date, but I think it's November 7th. But yeah, the Horizon Zero Dawn Frozen Wilds DLC. I think that I read somewhere that you can expect it to be something like 20 hours long or something like that. And the game is being sold for $20 around, so that's cool, I guess. Personally, what I'm expecting is we're just going to see some more footage of that, like basically show off some of the new machines. At the same time, I'm not expecting too much because, if this is a DLC, it won't be that long, and they obviously want to keep some of that secret, so I'm just expecting that we'll see a little bit from that. And yeah, of course, Horizon was one of my favorite games this year that I played at the beginning of 2017, so I'm definitely going to be picking that up in November. And yeah, next up, I wrote down The Return of Dreams. Now, Dreams is the game by Media Molecule, of course, and the funny thing about this game is that we haven't heard from it in a super long time. I don't even remember when the last time we heard of it was, to be honest. Like, I just remember we saw like a trailer where you get to like create stuff on your own, and personally, I'm not really looking forward to this game or anything. It's just like I don't really care for these types of games. I mean, it could still be cool. I'm just not really looking forward to it or anything like that. But yeah, I think that we're gonna see the return of Dreams at Paris Games Week for their conference. And we'll probably just like announce it with another trailer or like a gameplay or something, and then at the end we'll get like 2018 or something telling us that it's going to come out finally, because Media Molecule has been working on this game even before the PS4 launch. So that's crazy. It's literally probably been like the first party game that's been in development the longest for Sony, at least. So yeah, that's crazy. Next up, number 3. So I put new footage of both Monster Hunter World and Shadow of the Colossus. And I just expect that we'll see more footage of these games. I'm not exactly sure why. I guess it's because like both games originate from the other side of the world, and Paris Games Week is going to be on the other side of the world in Europe, of course. So I don't know. I just have this feeling that we're going to see it there. probably just see like another trailer or something, or like a gameplay trailer or something like that for those two games. So yeah, Monster Hunter World, Shadow of the Colossus, both games are coming out early 2018, so that's why I'm expecting we're going to see something. So yeah, those two games I'm expecting to see. My fourth prediction is regarding Detroit Become Human, and Detroit Become Human was actually announced with their like the first trailer at Paris Games Week 2015, I believe. And yeah, obviously Sony didn't have a Paris Games Week conference last year in 2016, and now that they're back here, I'm expecting we're going to see another trailer. Even though we saw one at E3, I think we could still see this game. We know it's coming out in 2018. We saw the TGS trailer where they said 2018, and also David Cage said it himself. So yeah, 2018. I don't think we're gonna see any like release date or anything like that, because that would be like the first PlayStation exclusive coming out in 2018 that actually gets its release date. So yeah, I mean, I'm not really expecting a release date or anything. So I'm just expecting we'll see another gameplay trailer from Detroit. And finally, my last prediction, I wrote down no Sucker Punch new IP. And the previous video I made talking about Sucker Punch and Shinobi 602 saying that we could expect to see the Sucker Punch new IP very soon. And the funny thing about that, I forgot to mention in the video, was that he deleted that tweet after, so it is kind of suspicious. Like, maybe he wasn't supposed to say anything, like he had to delete that tweet after he said it. So, but yeah, I don't expect Sucker Punch to announce their new IP. I expect them to announce it at PlayStation Experience. Main reason for that is simply because PSX is a bigger event. It's more for the fans, and also because PSX is taking place in the US, where Sucker Punch is located. So yeah, I'm not expecting Sucker Punch new IP there, but obviously I guess we'll still see some new announcements. But yeah, those were my 5 predictions. As you can see, I'm not really expecting anything crazy from the conference. I don't know, it's just that I feel like some people are going into the conference with way too high expectations, and in the end, if you are going in with such high expectations, you might come out disappointed. So yeah, I just don't want that to happen to me. That's why I've set these reasonable expectations for myself. And if history's any indication, these events like Paris Games Week, Tokyo Game Show, they usually don't show off too many things, or at least like new things with the big games. So I'm expecting, PlayStation Experience will see the bigger games like Days Gone, God of War, and Spider-Man Last of Us 2. So yeah, anyways, let me know all your thoughts down below in the comments. Let me know some of your own personal predictions. For now, I'd like to thank you a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.